Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a television series review of the series The Man from U.N.C.L.E. This series ran from 1964 to 1968. It is an action adventure crime drama. The plot is that the two top agents of the United Network Command for Law Enforcement, U.N.C.L.E., fight the enemies of peace and freedom. And this was a global network. A lot of the major countries kind of pool the resources for this thing, and it wasn't. I actually originally thought it was the United Nations Council for Law Enforcement, but that wasn't what it was apparently. Their primary adversary was a group called Thrush, and I'm not sure exactly what that is, but they had a lot of people in there that resembled Nazis. So anytime you can whoop a Nazi, I'm good with that. This was an alternative to James Bond. James Bond was really, really big at the time. Bond worked alone. He sometimes had a partner come and go, but it was usually for that only for that movie. In this, there were two agents tasked as partners, and they were really, really good together. One of them was the dashing, debonair Napoleon Solo, and he was the ladies' man who was the kind of the front man of the group. And then there was Ilya Kuryakin, who was I forget if he was Soviet or not, but he was technologically gifted, and he was the high wire man. He did all the stealth stuff and the second story burglary hijinks, for lack of a better word. It was an alternative to James Bond, and it worked really well. I believe they made a movie about it recently. I did not see it, so I can't comment on that. But I know the series was good. The cast, you got Robert Vaughn. He played Napoleon Solo. You got David McCallum. He played Ilya Kuryakin. And their boss, and I cannot remember the boss's name, he was played by Leo G. Carroll, a great English actor. What made this series special was the thought and the planning that the writers put in to the plot. They were very innovative, very intriguing. You could watch an episode of this, and it took into account, at the time, real world politics, as it was the Cold War at the time. Real world politics, technology of the time. Again, you'll watch this, and it's a little outdated now, but you have to understand, back then that was top of the line stuff. Okay. Intelligent people will appreciate the depth and the logic of the missions, but everybody is going to appreciate the intrigue and the action of the missions. Usually Napoleon Solo tried to come in the front door and act as the distraction, more or less, while Ilya Kuryakin went around the back and broke in and did his thing. Whenever I do I try to do a standout. And Robert Vaughn is a standout in everything he does. But I went a different route. I went with David McCallum. He played Ilya Kuryakin. This was the tech guy that overshadowed the suave and debonair ladies' man Napoleon Solo, played by Robert Vaughn. Ilya Kuryakin was my favorite character. I have talked to people in the intelligence circles, and I am a veteran. And a lot of them went into that line of work specifically because of Ilya Kuryakin, the character. David McCallum today, as I understand it, is on NCIS, I think. I want to say he plays a character called Ducky. I don't watch the series, so bear with me. But if he's in it, I may actually have to start, because he's good in everything he does too. So if you guys get a chance to watch it, it's The Man from U.N.C.L.E. from 1964 to 1968. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.